Hey guys, Fhraelaok here with my next video in my Road to Pandaria series. In this episode, I am going to do a little bit of archaeology. Mainly an update, rather than a really long video. I'll keep it short and possibly put up another video today. But I just hit 300 in archaeology. And so I stopped picking up fragments, even though, yes, I'm working on a blue, the clockwork gnome pet. I'm working on it, but maybe I'll get back to it later. I just want to level it right now. So there we are, level 300, and now I can make that go up to 375. So, basically, I can still do archaeology here. You'll still see the things, but you can't see any in Northrend yet, because you're not up to 375, so therefore you have to go to Outlands. Now in Outlands, once you've hit 300, you can see the archaeology points here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in any given continent, just like before. 3 of them happen to be in Terrakar, all at the same time. This is absolutely fantastic. 1 in Zanger Marsh, and it's a small one in Zanger Marsh, which is also fantastic, meaning, well, I guess things will probably aggro a little bit easier because it's a higher level area, but it's a fairly closer area than this entire continent is. So I'm looking forward to working on that. That's about 75 levels, and then it's Northrend for 75 levels until 450, and then it's up another 75 levels, 525, doing, I guess, primarily in Uldum. I don't know if there's any other place other than Uldum to do it once you hit that level, but we'll see. So, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head over to, Terrakar and do those 3, and, just show you what it's like actually going to Outlands and doing that. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, we're now in Outlands, and we are on our way over to Terrakar. If you haven't been in Outlands in a while, and you've just been hanging on in the Eastern Kingdoms or, Kalimdor, and you look at the flight paths when you get out here, you'll notice the lack of them. I mean, you don't really need that many out here, but you'll just really notice the lack of them. It's really rather weird seeing only a few flight points in the entire world of Outlands than what you do in one continent of the main world. But anyway, it's really cool they added a lot into the main world, especially since that's where we're going to spend most of our time, up until Pandaria. And if you don't know where Pandaria, the new island, is going to be, the new land, the new continent, it's going to be opposite of Northrend. It's going to be in the South Seas. So, basically, look at the map now, you see where Northrend is, flip it upside down, that's where Pandaria is going to be, the upside down Northrend. So, but it's going to be like, it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it, in case you didn't know where that was at, though. But I wanted to let you know that I do like to do achievements, meaning I like to do older dungeons and older raids, and, get reputation, or come out and get older reputation, or, you know, farm for gear, or whatever it may be, or even just simple achievements like going and finding pets, or finding little critters on the ground and /loving them or something. So, I don't know if y'all would be interested in seeing that at all. I do tend to take part of my day and do a couple of achievements pretty much every day. That's why it keeps going up. I'm up to 8,545, with my Artisan in Archaeology being my most recent one today. And as you can see, I got one earlier, which was Expert, and Grandmaster was also earlier, and then Son of a, and like 10 more achievements were yesterday, but I guess a couple of them were after midnight. So it shows that it was technically today. But, and you can also see on there the 25th, and this doesn't come out on the 25th, so, sorry, dates aren't going to be the same day that the video comes out. Anyway, this, for surveying, still works just fine up here. As you come and get these, see there's going to be Draenei and Orc. I believe those are the only 2 that you will find out here, so therefore it's a lot easier to get your fragments. Now the ones we're going for are going to be, the first one we're going to hit up is Orc, and then the other 2 are Draenei. Now to show you how many it requires to make, how many fragments you get and how many it's going to require to make your item, I am going to go ahead and go through these first 3 ones in Terrakar with you. We are flying in and landing in a Larian stronghold right now. Excuse me, I may very well stick around after I do some archaeology out here and run some dungeons here because I need to do that for reputation. Most of my Burning Crusade ones are exalted, but there are still a couple not quite there yet. And I have a little bit of a latency issue right now because I am uploading one of my videos as we speak. I did that as to not confuse myself too much. Okay, so Bone Chewer Ruins. Level 64 is out and about here. We need to go in this direction. I don't really mind aggroing them, but it's probably going to take, I don't know, maybe it would just take one hit. Oh yeah, 4,001 hit. Here we are. There's what an orc thing looks like. Got about 9 of them. Is this going to pop up? Let's... No, that's interesting. So let's go into our archaeology, which is under professions, archaeology. Here we are, orc. It's going to take 45. So I don't know if this is just glitched out or lagged out on me, which it could be either or. It's not really a big deal. But it's going to take 45, so it's going to take more, but there's more of the same types. So I would assume it's not going to be that bad. You still get 5 levels per find. So we need 75. That's what? 15? Yeah, that's 15. Sorry, I can't seem to actually do math right now. And I really didn't want to say the wrong number on camera. That, that makes me seem like an idiot, and well, I'd hate to seem like an idiot to everybody right now. Ooh, corium. Okay, we need to go in that direction. I don't know if corium still sells worth a darn, but I'm gonna mine it while we're here. Money's money. My money, I made 121 gold off of the other finds that I did up to 300 from where I was at the last time we left off. I think it was the last time we left off, I'm not sure. But money's not too hard to come by. Archaeology will actually make you money. Okay, so it's not going to show the next one, but these next are all Draenei. So let's go hit these 2 up over here. We can just pop on our flyer and come over here. No reason to try to find a flying or a flight master. But I also want to spotlight very quickly an achievement add-on I have that basically you can have certain achievements watched, so you're tracking them, suggestions for the zone or place you're at, and then you can search for achievements based on certain criteria. So, for example, you can search up, well, that's kind of a hard example, because, I mean, what would you search? If you knew what you were going to search for, you could just find it in the regular frame. It's Terebus the Cursed. I remember doing a couple quests out here and trying to 1 or 2 man the elite, like, 5-man group quests. That was certainly a lot harder than they are now. I mean, you can actually, quite literally, 2-man, 5-man quests these days, but I haven't seen any 5-man quests, honestly. Oh wow, okay, so we have to go back up. We're not overlapping yet, thank goodness. This is going to be a little difficult, flying up and down constantly, trying to find where you're going with this. But I just want to at least get one find here before we stop. Oh good, we're close. Very close. Oh my goodness, close. There it is. Oh, so that's just a tiny weird little thing for the Draenei. Okay, and that's also not going to show up there, so we're going to go into our archaeology and show you this one. Draenei up there, it takes 46. Okay, so it'll take a little bit more, and I would assume instead of 100, it'll probably take like 120, 125 if you get it rare from here. So, but again, not that hard to work towards. Just in one zone, we found 26 orc things. In one find, we found 7, so if you add that up, I mean, if you have all Draenei, you'll have like 100 in just one sweep of the continent, so it's, or a world, whatever you want to call it. But here's an update of what I have found so far, 3 rares, and many other commons. So there you have it. I'm currently level 300 archaeology, and still working on it. Not, going insane with it, but it can get a little tedious. FYI, as you start, you know, focusing on it, but it's really not a hard secondary profession. It's just a little time consuming, but if you don't mind, maybe you're doing something else like uploading a video, and this is an easy thing to do that you don't, you know, need a super fast internet speed for, or you're watching a video or listening to music or listening to like a podcast or something, then this is really a brilliant thing to do. Because you should level it anyway. I mean, a lot of people don't, because, you know, it's like, what's the use, especially now, if you're getting one of the trinkets or something from it. It's like, you know, big whoop, but everybody should have all their professions leveled by the time the next expansion comes. Have at least one main character, all professions, that means main and all secondaries, maxed. Just so you're ready. You don't have to have it on your alts. It's nice to, but you don't have to. I'm not going to. I really don't have that much time to focus on it and to care. Now, my primary ones on my alts are going to be maxed, but not the secondaries. Maybe on this realm I might have cooking on every one of them or something. I don't know about fishing, though. Oh. What? Oh goodness. This is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be really difficult because they overlap. Oh no. Oh no. Can we do it again and maybe get the other one here? Oh dear. Can we get a 2-for-1? Because I know it was like around this area. Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. So I'm gonna have to follow this one and hope that it doesn't overlap somewhere where the artifact actually is. So, okay, as you can see, the ones that overlap are gonna be inconvenient to you, just at least very slightly. But see, they can even have them way up here in Netherstorm. God, is that out of the way. But it's all good. Alright guys, I probably won't show you Northrend. It's the same idea. I would assume even more fragments, although it might be equal, or maybe even back to where it was, due to the fact that there's so many different factions and races. Again, let me show you the list of them. There's going to be, I believe, one for Uldum, a couple for Northrend, and then I really don't know what that is. That might be the ones in dungeons, but I'm not sure. It won't tell you until you've actually discovered something of it. You know, being an archaeologist has something to do with a little bit of discovery. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please be sure to thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't seen my previous videos, just click previous video up in the top left of this video here. And I'll see you in the next video.